Hey, I'm Toby, standing in an awkward intersection of Prahran market with heat and knives. And I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful beef dish. I've got this beef fillet from Gary's Quality Meats. This is 400 grams. It'll feed 2 people, working off 200 grams a person. I'm going to make a mushroom fast because mushrooms are starting to appear at Damien Pikes and other sellers at the market here. We're going to roll that in prosciutto and roast it. So without further ado, let's get started. Go in with a small knob of butter, followed by some chopped shallot. And I've got mixed in here some garlic and thyme as well. And cook this over a low to medium heat while stirring until those onions are really soft and translucent. This will take about 8 to 10 minutes. Onion's been cooking for about 8 minutes. It's really soft and translucent. And here I've got some porcini mushroom. These were dried. I've had them soaking in warm water for about 30 minutes, so they're nice and soft now. So I'll just pick them up out of that water and squeeze any remaining moisture out, and they go straight in the pan. I've increased the heat just to medium-high now. We can cook those out for a minute, and then we go in with some chopped mushrooms. These are button mushrooms. You can use any mushroom of your choice. Increase the heat almost to high. I'm going to go in with a pinch of salt, a little bit of cracked pepper. This mushroom's been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of wine. Let that reduce almost right down. And I've reserved some of that porcini water, which I'm going to put into there as well. Now we'll just let that reduce right down. Once almost all the moisture's gone out of the mushroom, pop some parsley in there. Heat goes off. Give it a little bit of a fold through, and then put these mushrooms aside and let them come right down to room temperature. Take a really sharp knife and slice through the beef, but not all the way through. Just enough to butterfly it open. And then use your hands to really flatten that down. Lay some prosciutto out, overlapping so it's easily big enough to encase the beef. Pop a little bit of pepper over the top. That mushroom's come down to room temperature now, and we can pick it up, and it's as simple as just laying it directly on the beef there. And you don't need to do it in too thick a layer. Using the paper a little bit like making sushi, we roll this up. And don't worry if it kind of spills out a little, no big deal. Pop those ends closed. Take a couple of bits of string, just wrap them around the beef. And this is really just to hold the prosciutto nice and tightly on there. In a pan over a medium-high heat, pop about half a tablespoon of olive oil in, and then beef goes in. Once the prosciutto is ever so slightly crispy, pop the whole pan into a preheated oven on 200 degrees. The beef's been in a preheated oven, as I said, on 200 degrees for about 15-20 minutes. I flipped it a couple of times so it cooks nice and evenly, also to crisp up that prosciutto. Moment of truth, let's have a look. Oh yes.